I wanted to look at this because somebody posted it and it's actually relevant to something I care about.
Final season because the two co-hosts are not getting along. Unfortunately, Nev just went through a traumatic accident that may leave him permanently injured. And at the same time, he recently unfollowed the co-host Kamie, which people are starting to notice a feud brewing. There's a lot of drama to unpack here, so let's get into.
I'm not gonna lie, it was a bit of a jump scare. I don't know. It's giving Lord Farquaad. Sorry. Sorry.
I don't know about you guys, but I was raised on the show Catfish, which is all about exposing people who are pretending to be someone else on the internet to, I guess, find love or companionship with someone online. Typically involves a lot of lying, some identity theft, and it's pretty entertaining. Which is why they are on their 9th season. I mean, Nev has been a part of the show for a while, but Kamie is another co-host that I guess joined later on. The most recent season premiered back in April, but right now the show is in a period of not posting. Unfortunately, Nev went through a really traumatic bike accident, but right now fans are worried about the future of the series and its hosts. Here's a clip of them in action.
Hello?
Hi. Okay, I don't know who this is. My name is Kamie. We're from the show Catfish on MTV. I'm not sure if...
I feel like, I don't know, like, it was still interesting. They still had good, I don't know, it just didn't feel the same. It definitely didn't feel the same. Like, not saying she wasn't a good co-host. She was good in her own right. Like, if they had a couple switch-up episodes, that would have been interesting to have her there. It just started off as, like, Neve and Max. So, like, it just feels so odd, like, not having them there no more. You know, because he definitely brought a nice touch to the show as well. But that's not to say that she wasn't a good host. I feel like she had some good moments too.
you've seen it.
What the heck?
Can you imagine getting this kind of call and being exposed to this level?
Yes. So, I mean,
Now, I must admit, I just remembered I had some friends while I was living in Florida who appeared on this show, and their segment was 100% scripted. I don't know if it is still 100% scripted all the way, but I wouldn't be surprised if it is. Reports write that some fans reckon that fan favorite hosts Nev and Kamie are feuding in secret, with a major clue uncovered. Somebody noted that Nev actually unfollowed Kamie on Instagram, which is a big move for a co-host and a colleague. One person wrote, so maybe that's true and they aren't tight like they act on the show. Another person added, at least she's following him, so maybe it was an accident. Another person added that Kamie has been the best co-host since Max, so they hope she's not leaving. But I
mean, they did have a lot of co-hosts after Kamie. They had like some celebs and all types of shit. And I feel like out of all the ones that weren't there or that were there since Max, she probably is one of the best ones. I like MGK, his little hosting section too. His shit was pretty good.
I think there's more to this story. Maybe there's a potential romance here gone wrong. And I'm not talking about the Catfish victims.
Here, let me get some reading materials. I know. Well, there's a lot of stuff in the car. Just move that stuff.
Oh, you mother you are disgusting. What is that?
That's a dirty diaper. Get used to it. I mean, it's not a big deal.
It's on my fingernail. It's on my fingernail.
Here.
It's on my fingernail. You are the nastiest person
It's definitely a prank. The show's so set up.
I've ever met in my life. Is it peanut butter?
Just move it. Come on.
Oh my god, I hate it here. I'm quitting. That's it.
Look at this. Look at it. We're in the car.
Look
Not the foreshadowing.
Yes.
Driving.
Who would have thought?
One person posted on Reddit, is it just me or does Nev have a thing for Kamie? I'm rewatching season 8, episode 72, when Kamie read I love you while they were reading an email. Nev's reaction has further reinforced my belief that he's crushing on her. I don't think Kamie feels the same though, and again, television is a different perception of what reality really is. I mean, if he's not following
Yeah, don't he have a wife? Yeah, I don't know.
her, I can't imagine.
I mean, but that doesn't mean that people can't cheat, you know?
That he likes her unless she rejected him, and that's why he recently did. One person wrote, I agree. When she first joined the show, I was constantly questioning whether he was having a rough time in his personal life or if he didn't like Kamie because he scoffed when she was being funny or playful. Now their chemistry is better, but it's unclear what changed. I absolutely think they got feedback about not being playful enough with each other. Another person wrote, agreed. It truly feels like Nev doesn't like Kamie. He tends to have a really obvious negative reaction reaction when she starts to take up space with questions. He seems to be annoyed with her, and it actually makes me uncomfortable to watch at times. And I have to agree, because sometimes I'm questioning what happened to the show. Back then it felt very raw, like exposing these MySpace creeps, and now it's just kind of like a reality show of them interacting with each other.
That was funny. I appreciate the effort. Thank you.
I feel like it's impossible to fool you because you're just the king of pranks. I don't have pranks, you know. I grew up with all sisters. We don't prank each other.
You know what would have, I think?
No, I don't care.
No, I'm just saying, I think it's not your fault. I feel like the spill, I should have heard like everyone be like, oh, okay, give me some that.
Nigga said Supah don't manifest that man to cheat on his wife. What? No. What?
I didn't have much support.
Yeah, where was
Like, what is the show, please? Someone give me...
support? You guys were I look in here and you guys are just sitting there, like...
Everyone's like, I didn't have much support.
No,
My
yeah,
supporting actors were not helpful.
You should have had paper towel ready and you should have been like...
Now we've got all these ideas. Everybody's got ideas. Everybody's a critic.
Now, all of this drama comes 2 weeks after Nev suffered a traumatic bike accident that left him with a broken neck and other injuries. He was still wearing his neck brace earlier this week when he gave fans a health update, and he said he was lucky to be alive. Essentially, Nev was struck by a truck earlier this month in Long Island, New York. The accident happened while he was going to his son's school on an electric bike, which is so scary. Imagine being hit by a car, like a deer. He said, I never made it to pick up my son from school on the bike. Thank God his son wasn't on this bike. He said, in fact, some ways I'm glad I didn't. I was alone on impact, me and the truck, and I guess the pavement. I was alone and unconscious. I wonder if this person got in trouble. Nev was rushed to the ICU where he found out the full extent of his injuries, snapping 2 nerves that controlled his muscles. The devastating injury could actually cause people to permanently lose their ability to walk. He said, I broke my neck, the C5 and C6 area to be exact, which makes me just nauseous. Well, that is traumatic, so we're sending some health recovery vibes over to him.
It is a real...
Open a big testing at risk because there were some allegations coming out against Nev. They actually halted production after Nev was accused of misconduct by someone named Aisha Morgan, who appeared on the program's 4th season in 2015. MTV said, we take these allegations very seriously. We're working with Critical Content, our third-party production company, to conduct a thorough investigation.
Whoa, who is this? Why he took a picture with her like this? Like, this is a picture you not taking if you like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Very seriously. We're working with Critical Content, our third-party production company, to conduct a thorough investigation. Now, Aisha identifies as a lesbian and says that Jack, a pseudonym she gave to the program's main person, Nev, harassed her, questioned her sexuality, and attempted to coerce her into getting intimate with him. Aisha also claims a female producer on the show harmed her after a night of drinking. Nev put out a statement saying, the behavior described in this video did not happen. I am fortunate that there are a number of former colleagues who were present during the time and are willing to speak up with the truth. I've always been transparent about my life and would take responsibility for my actions, but these claims are false. And you know, I mean, this show deals with a lot of mentally ill people. I wouldn't be surprised if one of them created fake accusations, but let's go ahead and hear them out.
I don't want any money. I don't want anything from these people. I'm well off. I own a business. My bank account's looking good, so I definitely don't need
I already don't like her.
any money. That's definitely like, not even a thought. Like, I would never put a situation like this out there for money. This is a serious situation, and I would never lie about
Oh my god, the way she's like, I would never lie. Okay, not me already against her. I guess let's hear her out.
anything that has to do with this topic. Jack was like, oh, you're really pretty, and you look like a doll, and blah, blah, blah. And like, I'm not against compliments. I'm not a prude. Like, compliment me up the ass if you want. That didn't bother me. It was the excessiveness that bothered me.
Now, this story goes against who Nev is as a person. We see him do
like what the fuck gave off you didn't like her, bitch? I don't know.
promotional videos questioning stereotypes of a man, standing up for pride, the Women's March. So he definitely is someone who's super progressive, and it's making me hard to believe that he wants to go after someone who's featured on his show, especially because they are typically a hot mess. But these allegations of misconduct could have messed up Nev big time, and it could have pulled show out of production, but it didn't. Either way, we're gonna
I mean, we really don't know these people, so we don't know if it's either or, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, boom.